Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be playing with the Dina Wakley gloss sprays to make a really quick art journal page. So I'm starting off in my small Dina Wakley journal and I'm actually just pouring the gloss sprays onto the surface. Now this is a gessoed surface, so you can see that the gloss sprays are sort of sitting on the surface doing their thing. And then I'm going in with second colour. So I started off with some sand and now I'm going in with some mineral, and I'm pouring it over where it's been before so that they start to react with each other a little bit. This is a sort of technique that Dina showed in a few of her demonstrations, and it took a lot for me to do this because, you know, your art supplies are precious, so actually taking the lid off and pouring them onto a page was just a little bit scary, but it worked out in the end. And it's certainly something I might think about doing again. It's a great way to get a sort of uncontrolled background to the piece of work that you're doing, so which I quite liked. The sand is a really interesting colour. It's not one I use it a lot as a paint, but I've never really used it much as a gloss spray. But it's a beautiful warm tone, and it works really well with the other light colours. So on the page I've got mineral, heather, and aloe. I was trying to work out what the purple was for a little bit. The image that I'm using is a Dina Wakley image. It's one of her images she has for subscribers to. She's got a subscribers hub on Facebook, so it's $5 a month, and you get extra videos and some printables and a chance to hang out with her in her studio and so on. So, as I am a Dina Wakley tragic, I did sign up for that, and this is one of her first images that she put out for her subscribers. I printed it out. I've got a laser printer at home and I've got lots of sticker paper, so all my printables I actually print out onto sticker paper. I find that really handy because I can just stick them down in my book. I don't need to worry about, you know, finding extra glue excuse me, finding extra glue and stuff. So for all printables I tend to print them out onto sticker paper, which is, it works for me. One thing you do need to be aware of is the sticker paper itself isn't brilliant quality if you want to do extra colouring over the top. The other thing I did find was, while the sticker paper usually sticks really well, it wasn't particularly liking the gloss surface of the gloss sprays, so I had to add just a little bit of extra glue, which kind of I suppose defeats the purpose in the first place, but it's okay. So once I've got everything glued down, I was happy with it. I then need to make the decision of whether I was actually going to add some extra colour to this page. First thing I did do though is get my black pen out and just do some extra lines. The image didn't fit the whole way across the page, so I just extended the lines up in to the edge of my page just to make sure that it's sort of grounded. I then, using the the gloss spray straight out of the jar to add a little bit of colour to my image. So I'm adding a little bit of the carnation to her face and a little bit of the heather to her clothing, just to get that tone coming back in. So it's a very sort of soft coloured page, not my usual, but I quite like how it ended up. I'm also using a little bit of turquoise for the eyes, so I tend to, and all the figures I've got, go for blue eyes. I presume that's because I've got blue eyes. I don't know if there's a science behind it, but that's what I tell myself. The colour I'm using for the hair is the Gilt, which again is one of the new gloss sprays that have come out, and I'm also using a little bit of the sand to colour in her face, so just using on my finger and spreading it out a little bit, so you sort of get that it's a really quick and easy way to colour an image using the gloss sprays. You can use them, pour them out into a palette and use them like a watercolour as well, so they're a really convenient art supply to have. So once I was finished, I really liked the page, but it wasn't totally balanced to me, and I needed to put something on the other side. So I was looking at lots of quote stickers that I have hanging around and I couldn't find anything, so I decided to go into Pinterest and find a quote there. And the quote that I came up with was reflecting all the lessons I've learnt from 2020. It's been a very interesting year in more ways than one, which I'm sure lots of people can relate to. But there are just, the quote is, there are some things you can only learn in the storm, which I thought was really, really appropriate to what was happening, particularly in my life at the time when I was doing this. And I like that the background, sort of just that kind of chaotic background, and then sort of the balls juggling in the air and so on. That's happening a lot in my life at the moment too. So it's funny how some things, when you do it on the page, you think you're doing it for a random purpose, but when you actually stop and think about it, it's like, oh, okay, my subconscious was trying to tell me something. So that's a really quick and easy art journal page using the gloss sprays. I hope you have a go at trying it out. I hope you're brave that you can pour them out of the bottle instead of spraying them and try a new look with them. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.